What's up, geeks? My name is Joey, otherwise known as the Iron Cowboy Gunnerline, back here on When Geeks Collide after a little bit longer than I'd have preferred, with one of my favorite things to do here on the channel, and that is a DC Multiverse figure review. And today, because it has been a while, I have accumulated a number of figures. This being one of the most recent, and I am the absolute most hyped about. This came to me courtesy of Jeff. Found it for me in his travels in the States before it was found in stores here in Canada. So I'm going to be just giving you my raw feedback on this figure. I cannot tell you how stoked I am. Actually, yes, I can. And I think I will. So how's about we get right to it? All right, and there it is. Right off the hop, got this side-eye thing going on a little bit, but honestly, I'm not going to gripe about it this time, not with this figure. I'm just so freaking stoked to have this Wally West Flash figure. This is based on the DC Rebirth iteration of Wally West, where he is reintroduced into the comics after his absence throughout the New 52 line of DC Comics. And they gave him his own Flash suit. It's kind of like an amalgamation of his classic post-crisis Flash suit and his Kid Flash suit as well, which I'm so glad for. Wally West is actually one of my, if not my absolute favorite Flash. So I was really glad to see that he actually gets his own look with his red hair. Because I mean, to be completely honest, I'm not the biggest fan of him being in the traditional Flash uniform, but you know, I'm not going to be too picky. So there is, yeah, he stands up real great on his own. Comes with all these like lightning bolt pieces, running decals, accessories, similarly, well, not just similarly, but damn near identical to Reverse Flash and Barry Allen the Flash in other McFarlane Multiverse figures. Of course, comes with this stand, which I don't even need to use at the moment, and the traditional McFarlane info card. But what's really interesting about this, what really catches me, is that it's almost like a soft departure from the figure photography, or maybe at least like just a little break from the figure photography, because you actually have the source material as the reference picture for this Wally West Flash, which is incredible. When I got back into comics back in college years ago, one of the first titles I read was Titans, and that's where the Flash Wally West came in, and he had this outfit. There's a whole DC Rebirth volume for titled thusly itself, and explains how he comes back. I would highly recommend reading it. It's very touching. It's a great reunion, great shot. Anyway, I'm gonna get right to the info, if you will. And so here is the info on the card. Real name, Wallace Rudolph Wally West. While visiting the lab of his uncle-to-be, Barry Allen, the young Wally West was caught in a freak electrochemical accident which gave him the superpowers of the Speed Force, the extra-dimensional energy that powers all speedsters. Wally then became the Flash's protege, Kid Flash, and eventually took on the mantle of the Flash after Barry sacrificed himself to save the universe in Crisis on Infinite Earths. But in the years since, Wally found himself trapped out of time and space after another crisis-level event. In the end, Wally was able to break free of this nothingness and return home to become the Flash once again. Probably one of the best descriptions we've ever gotten on one of these cards. And so far, this is the only one with its source material picture. Going back to that again, yeah. Since some of the earlier McFarlane Multiverse figures. So I'm going to enjoy this while I can. I'm going to go ahead, put that right in my book. All right. There we go. Perfect. So what do you say we give old Wally the 360 treatment? Man, I tell you, if this figure doesn't make you at least appreciate McFarlane's level of attention to detail and craftsmanship, then I don't know what will. I mean, like, I say it a lot with these McFarlane figures, and it's because it's true. It's like ripped right from the comics, right from that source material that you saw on the card. It's incredible. I mean, the detail, I believe, even surpasses it. Like what you get with these, like, you see like the ridges. I don't know if you can see, like the ridges on like the outfit where it's kind of like got that textured look to it. Yeah, it's not much more I could say about this figure besides how incredibly excited I am to have it. I mean, I didn't have to really do anything to get it. I just, have friends that go places. So thanks again, Jeff, for helping me get this figure. I don't know, I may have mentioned it already, but easily my favorite Flash. Barry Allen, Jay Garrick are very close seconds, I would say. I mean, overall, the Flash family is probably my favorite family of extended family of superheroes in comics. They're all so different but similar. I mean, they, at the bare base of it, yeah, they all just kind of run really fast. But the way they diversify their personalities, their connections to the Speed Force, and just their personalities as heroes overall, it's just so fun. I mean, my guy Wally here kind of got a raw deal when coming back into the comics. I mean, yeah, he got reintroduced. Well, not reintroduced, but he returned to comics in DC Rebirth Titans, but which was great. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on any writers. But since then, he has just kind of been defaulted to the, let's say, speedster fall guy for most stories, which is really unfortunate. I feel like they could do way more, could have done way more with Wally in this form. Now, currently in the comics, they have him back in the classic Scarlet Speedster traditional Flash uniform, which I won't hate on it, but if I am being completely honest, I do prefer this costume. So I've rambled long enough. I'm going to go right ahead and give this a 10 out of 10 rating. I'm sorry. I know this is biased, but really, I can't not give it a 10 out of 10. One of my absolute favorite iteration of one of my absolute favorite characters in all of comics. It's hands down easy to make that rating. Anywho, with all that out of the way, you can look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and on Anchor.fm. Look up When Geeks Collide on Facebook and Instagram, and look up WGC Network at Twitter and Anchor.fm for the podcast. Lots of fun stuff happening there. When you're done there, do yourself a favor, go check out the mothership, SunsetCrypt.com. If you like reading articles about sci-fi, horror, superheroes, and all manner of geekdom, do yourself a favor, go check that out. Look me up on Facebook at Gunnar Lang. Instagram and Twitter is IC_Gunnar Lang. Or go to my independent comics company, Horizon Comics, on Facebook. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I think I did that all in a weird ass order, but go check it out there. I'm currently working on my second story. It's going slow, but it's promising. It's promising. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth the wait. And yeah, I think that's about all I got to plug. Yeah. So, you know what we always say, guys, geeks out.